Guys, welcome to the crypto kingdom of Bitcoin spike. Excuse me, guys. We've had another spike in the price action. I want to talk about this, guys. It's at 43,000. That's Bitcoin, 43,738. Very nice. And that's measured from the pricing targets I brought yesterday to the VIP. Very, very nice, guys. I tried to cut a few videos. I said I'm going to go live just to bring you guys this just for a little bit. We're going to talk about this spike, guys. We are currently, again, at over 43,500 comfortably. I'm going to say comfortably right now. I want to talk about the angulation that we have here. This angle right here on the candles and the lines on the daily chart, guys. This is on the daily chart. I'm going to talk about the fact that typically, guys, pay attention. Typically, this level of I'm going to say a channel, this angle of a channel is not too friendly. If you guys trade a lot, you guys know this is not a very I'd say very friendly. A friendly kind of channel to kind of get into. I'm going to talk about that. If you guys day trade, you know what I'm talking about. However, guys, pay attention to one thing. Bitcoin has been in this level of a channel before. It's been in the same level before. I'm going to talk about this. If you see this angle expressed previously in the price action, guys, this is back in January. It's almost a carbon copy match of where we were in January. So I want that to give you a little bit of a, I don't want to say a bullish sentiment, absolutely, but guys, I want to talk about one thing. If and so we can break through this channel, it has done it before. You guys understand volatility is the name of the game with Bitcoin. We love the volatility. It allows us to capture gains like we did, guys, over the last 45 days. Huge, up to 80% in terms of Bitcoin. Everybody who was standing by, guys, is now talking to the people who were involved. Who was involved? We were involved. Who brought you this ascending triangle just below 30,000? That would be me in the back room of the VIP to you guys. Who was talking around this entire area here in the low 30s? Go ahead, guys. It's good to buy Bitcoin. That would be me. So we're glad to be able to bring you this information. And guys, it's not saying after the fact this or that. Guys, no, we have been on this. So I want to continue to be on this. Yesterday we said be a good idea to go ahead and have a position in Bitcoin. Guys, we had a phenomenal day. So we're excited to continue to bring you this information. And let's see what we have here. Want to shout out to everybody. Particularly, we want to shout out to, I just am reminded of Chadwick Bain. He's a brand new VIP. If you guys want to join, make sure that you join, guys. It's the top level of membership. You have access to the back. I want to talk about that, guys. You have access to the back. Chadwick is in today. And guys, we have all kinds of good stuff going on. Real quickly, want to shout out also to Angel. Guys, Angel notified me yesterday of a dot trade. He's like, should we get into it more, do more? I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. If you think it's a good trade, etc. And some of the technicals line of support lined up, over 100% trade. These are coins, guys, new coins that are listed that I went ahead and did due diligence on, like 30, 40 of them. I'm not sure how many, guys, a ton. That's part of being in VIP. I want to let you guys know that that's one of the perks. If you're not plugged in the back, guys, in your VIP, you're just missing it. So do not miss it. Let's talk about, guys, where we're at in terms of this channel formation, this downward channel formation. We're looking forward, I'd say, within a bit. I don't think it's going to be immediate that we're going to challenge this level. But, guys, I think it is in the works at some point. Now, it may occur at a higher level. Okay, it may occur at this higher level here. It may want to work its way sideways, as it typically may do. We're going to be watching it very closely. But you guys know, Bitcoin is one of those things. We need heavy cash reserves. That's kind of the name of the game, right? Never being overexposed at a higher price and being able to enjoy the volatility, right? That's just the name of the game. Also being able to double and triple down at these lower levels. I told you guys to screenshot this multiple days ago, right? Screenshot these specific targets. Why? Because they've played, guys. So if you're looking at hitting, as you know, as we work down through the different levels of the Fibonacci, guys, we're very heavy on Fibonacci. We've done it for a long time, had a lot of success with them. And guys, they're standard of the industry. So just in terms of this, make sure that you're not overexposed, that you can enjoy the price action. Yesterday I did a video, guys. If you're overexposed, you're not having fun in the market, if you're losing millions of dollars, guys, you don't have to trade, right? We have a good time. We enjoy trading. We have had phenomenal success this year. And guys, a lot of people have had success for many years. I want to talk about Angel and salute to Angel. Great trade, brother. And I want to talk about the fact that, like, Angel's been around since $7.79 in Bitcoin. All right. So that's the group with VIP. We're excited to have him and everyone else. And the full expression here, we'll just talk about it. If you guys want to know, typically the question is it going to go up or down? I get that question all the time. People don't want to play more than 24 24 hours or more than 5 hours. They want to know right now what's the answer. We can kind of get into, I'd say, a little bit of a cross differential here in terms of letting you know immediately what is the level aside from this channel along the way down that's very clearly expressed. You guys see that? It's just a very nice channel formation that's clearly expressed that we're going to need to get out up above. This will be an area where people decide to enter potentially a little bit more heavily. So I'm bringing that up as an area that people will potentially, definitely guys, they're going to enter in more heavily if and when we can get up above that. Okay, so you guys know, aside from the Fibonacci's, let's talk about a cross line of resistance. I think it's really indicated right now. Let's go through a cross line of resistance so you guys can kind of see what is playing out in and about now. This is going to be somewhere in here. We can get on the lines, and you're going to want to dig into the lower time frames. I'm going to tell you guys, you want to dig into the lower time frames. A cross line of resistance is going to be established by multiple contacts along a line of resistance, pivots. Previous pivots here, we have 1. Let's go ahead and look at this. 1, 2. We have 3 in here. And guys, this in here is a secondary, I'd say a cross line of resistance that's going to need to be conquered before we get up to, and you guys can draw that on your charts, but before we get up to, and let's draw this back in the lines, before we get back up to, let's go back to the hour, before we get up to this final and higher line of resistance. So we have kind of 2 barriers in front of us. I don't want to sound bearish at all. I want you guys to know where are the take portions and what happens when we hit a line of resistance. I was going over this today with someone. When we hit a line of resistance, typically the price will pull back just a touch. What is that allowing? Typically that is allowing traders who want more of the coin to sell at the line of resistance and then to pick up more coins at a discount. Okay, so you're going to sell, that's a take, right? Then when it decides to hit off of a line of resistance, guys, that is when people will charge back in at a lower price and get it at a discount. So that's the general idea on breakout, kind of pre-breakout. Then on the other side of the breakout, let's talk about that real quickly, guys. Once you do get out through a channel, what is the technique? Let's go ahead and get to our poly line real quickly. We haven't done this in a bit, but I want you guys to understand the dynamics here. Let's understand the dynamics here. And hey, that is Hag. What's up, Hag? Nice to see you, brother. You joined the VIP last night. Well, Hag, you got it. What's up, brother? How are you? Hey, you have to join. You have to go to the back. You have to go to Twitter. The link is in the description. How you have to get in the back rooms. We have all this great stuff. Bitcoin on fire. What's up, brother? I'm glad. You probably carried a position last night and you made some money. What's up? Hopefully you hit those pricing targets. I told you to screenshot. I'm looking over here at the at How. He's just he's shouting out. What's going on, brother? Excited to have you in the VIP. You're amidst a great group, brother. What's going on? So as we look at this, guys, I want to talk about it to How and everyone else who's new. We got some VIPs loading in. It's very nice. Guys, typically when you hit a line of resistance, it's going to want to deflect a bit. When you deflect, that's people getting a discount. They're gonna take for profit at a line of resistance. When it deflects down at all, guys, they're going to want to charge in for a discount, particularly when we have demand, guys. When the buyers are there, you're picking up more coins. Now, on the outside, once you've broken through, guys, typically it'll want to turn this line of resistance into a line of support and then blast off to the upside. This is the area in here. Once we have confirmed, that's the area where the majority of traders will want to enter. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys know there's a technique here before you get to the resistance, and some people don't like to wait on the other side. They'll say, no, as soon as we break out, I'm going to go ahead and enter. I'm teaching you this today because it's a very important component that we have not covered. And what is that? The reason that people want to get in immediately upon a breakout, okay, the reason is, well, they don't want to miss out on the price action to the upside. I'm going to let you know today you can cover yourself a bit as you push into a line of resistance. Typically, you can get a bit of a discount, okay? You can increase the amount of your coins. That will give you, and just think about that. You're buying at a lower price, okay? Once it hits and retracts a bit, guys, it does it about, 99% of the time, it's going to retract a bit up against that line of resistance. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a line of resistance, right? Okay, so it's going to hit. That's where people take. Then typically they'll recharge in at a lower price, increase their holdings of the coin. Then as people get very, I'd say, anxious around this area, and you want to make sure you have a clear breakout with a confirmation, turning the previous line of resistance into support. Guys, once you have received this discount here, that gives you more room. It gives you some space to be able to navigate on a breakout. Isn't that nice? Okay, so there's a strategy into the resistance. There's a strategy out of the resistance. resistance. And if you do it appropriately, you shouldn't be upside down in terms of your trade. Copy that. You guys understand that. I hope you rewind this. Listen to this. If you just tuned in, that's a very important portion that I want you guys to understand in terms of strategy, because a lot of people will be hesitant. They'll be hesitant to say, well, I'm going to hold through the resistance and then, I'm just going to charge in through immediately once we break this and turn it into a support. You need to wait until it turns into a support. So we're looking forward to that. I want you guys to capitalize in terms of heading into it and heading out. I want you to work with the probabilities. You guys know we focus on the fundamentals of technical analysis. A lot of you have the book. I'm going to shout out to Chadwick Bain. He showed up day one with VIP. He already had the book. What's up? This is the book, guys. This book, Technical Analysis, the Futures Market, is the first book he wrote, John J. Murphy, Commodities and Futures. This is of the financial markets. It has every pattern you guys will ever need to look at. I'm not selling the book, guys. I'm talking the fact that the traders that I've worked with and been around, etc., and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to do that or bill you guys or talk to your wives or family or anything in terms of financial advisory information. Don't want to talk about budgets and kids going to college. That's not the idea. This is crypto. We want to slam dunk it. So, but in terms of that book, guys, I did have a previous hedge fund in California, a private hedge fund, non-SEC, private hedge fund. I worked with. I helped him out, etc., provided him with kind of instructions. The number one trader from Wall Street that I could find, guys, and he was top of the bond desk, like internationally. He was a big deal, right? So I had him. He knew the book. I knew the book. I have worked with this book, guys, since high school. I want to let you guys know that since high school, I've been studying this book. It is from the New York Institute of Finance. It's awesome. John J. Murphy. He covers all these details. Order that book. The guys who show up on day one, I know it gets boring for some people who know the book. If you don't know it, guys, it's on the desk. It's in the office of all the top traders on Wall Street. I'll tell you. And if you don't like Wall Street, you have something against them, guys. We grew up loving Wall Street. That was the whole deal, right? That's kind of why we're in the market. So make sure you get a copy of that book, and the guys who read it are doing well. I'll tell you that. So in terms of Bitcoin, let's just reframe real quickly. Hit the like button if you have not yet. I'd appreciate it to let me know you guys like these videos and you like some instruction in terms of the pre-breakout and post-breakout. Okay, that's important for me to know in terms of content what you guys like. 43,570. This is a good video, I think, in terms of that strategy. We really haven't covered that in detail. I want to shout out to Angel one more time. If you just tuned in, what's up, brother? We gave you a big shout out earlier on and want to make sure you're plugged into that as well as this. But we talked about his big trade. Want to talk about DOT5L. He, contacted me last night. He's like, London, what do you think about this? I'm like, yeah, it's along the line of support. There's some other caveats, not real crazy about options. Angel is unstoppable. I tell you, if you show him value, he's going to get into it. He says, should we take a bigger account into it? I'm like, yeah, if you think it's a good one, go ahead and just, roll with it. It went up 100% today. Nice trade, Angel. You guys are looking at your altcoins. They're doing phenomenally well. In terms of this, guys, a lot of you have recaptured positions if you're holding and you're in a position right now. You think, well, maybe I should, take a profit and, maybe now I'll trade. I'll tell you, 90% of you who have that mentality won't trade. You won't capitalize out. You won't take a profit and you won't start to trade. Based upon my experience, I've trained traders, etc., alpha traders and everything else. If you're in that position now, just let it go. If you're holding position, just let it go. Just enjoy the ride, whatever it is. If you're overexposed, that's a different issue. If you're trying to convince yourself now that you're going to start trading, probably won't happen, guys. I'll tell you, it probably won't happen. If, however, you're looking at, I'm not going to give you guys, I'm not going to tell you when to buy, when to sell. You guys know that, okay? But you've recaptured a lot of the value in some of these coins. Now, if you want to start trading, et cetera, and say, well, now I need to sell, you guys make your own decision. You guys know I'm never going to tell you when to buy, when to sell. I did say yesterday it'd be a good time to carry a position in Bitcoin. That has worked out. So we just like to day trade, I'll tell you that. And the key factor in your altcoins, everything else, never be overexposed. You guys know that, never be overexposed in terms of too much, you have too much money in it, and now it's way down, guys. That's not comfortable. That's not any fun. It's not fun for you. It's not fun for anybody else around you. The whole idea is to have fun and make money. And the market is going to go up and it's going to go down. You guys know that. So the people who are trading are doing phenomenally well in the market. They're the ones that are beating the top. They're the top 5% to the top 1% who are making everyone else jealous around them. So you guys make people jealous, okay? If you're overexposed at a higher price, don't do that, because guys, it has to be enjoyable for everybody. It needs to be fun. So as we look at this, we can kind of draw some macro simulations. You want to draw some macro simulations? Let's do this for anyone who has just showed up. I've talked about the fact that this level of a channel is typically not very welcome to day traders. You guys know that. It's like, well, that's a pretty heavy angular channel, right? I want to talk about the fact one more time in the beginning of Bitcoin. Take a look around this on the daily chart. You'll see this really clearly expressed on the daily. Let's go to the daily. Let's take a look so you guys can see that Bitcoin is already pretty much beaten this angle one time. Big deal. Okay, you guys tune into that? Yeah. Okay, this angle of pay attention to this, guys. This angle of a channel right here towards the end that we're currently on right now, traders we're not real happy about that. You guys understand? It's like, well, for day trading, it's like that channel, we want to break out of the channel. This breakout of this channel is gonna be a big moment. If we can get there, a lot of cash is going to deploy into Bitcoin. If we can break that channel, when we can break that channel, that's the time when people will go more heavily into Bitcoin. I'm just telling you the truth on that. People who are selling it right now and you got to charge in right now, guys, that's the channel to break out of right now. I'm telling you, based on fundamentals and technical analysis, that line of resistance on the very right, that is the line where real players are going to charge in at that level. And I mean real players, guys. It should be a big money move right there. I'm going to tell you that. But in terms of the overall expression, don't be too disheartened because we have already beaten almost precisely, guys, hello, we have already beaten this same level before. Look at this, guys, okay? So in terms of where we're at on Bitcoin, we're really nowhere that we haven't been before. I think that's a good thing. A lot of people are talking about whether or not it's a good time to get in right now. The answer is yes. At what? A light level that's comfortable for you. You guys with a VIP, I'm going to kind of cut it off here. I want you to review, if you didn't hear, in terms of the strategy before and after the breakout, the line of resistance. I think that you'll profit from it. How about that? So you guys take care. Just wanted to come to you just because I felt it was indicated. And in terms of this cross line of resistance, let's go over that one more time. Is there any immediate line of resistance? In fact, let's talk about what's going on right now. This is important. I did go over this beforehand. I wanted to share it with you guys, particularly with the new guys. This is one area right here that's real touchy. I want to talk about this real touchy. And why is that? Well, typically we're happier that we're going higher. Okay, right in here, this is on the 1 hourly chart. Okay, we're happier that we're going higher. I'm going to dig in a little bit, but I want to talk about the nuance here. What's the nuance in terms of going higher right now? Okay, what we want to establish, and I can raise this and we can eliminate the concern. What we want to establish is, guys, we want a flat line along the top. We want consistent market behavior across this top. What we would like to do is either just break out and bulldoze up. Sometimes when you do that, what happens? We would establish somewhat of a bearish flag. Okay, we don't necessarily want to do that. What we prefer to do, if we do get any recapitulation, I want you guys to consider and look for an ascending triangle. Okay, an ascending triangle is going to have an ascending line of support, meaning buyers are charging in. All right, that's a presence of buyers charging in the market. This line of support should and could go like that to where, yes, we have established a flat line of resistance across the top. This is the definition of an ascending triangle. It's one of the most bullish patterns that you can establish. So if at all, if we decide to go throughout this portion in here and to deflect and rebound, the key facet as you trade and hold your position or increase your position is going to be whether or not we can fulfill this ascending triangle formation. Now, if we were to do something like this, I just want you to be prepared that this could get bearish quickly, okay? And now it could get quickly to the point that it may break out now into more of the ascending triangle. But the more we push up into a wedge formation like this is just typically going to want to break down. It may power up, but I just want to stay off of this type of a formation. We've been in this type of a formation, which is a bearish flag. You guys know, if at all, and I'll bring this up just a touch, but if we get into any kind of an ascending channel, this is what we'll also want to break down kind of permanently. Any channel that's diagonal up is going to essentially want to break down. So we've just gone through some basics, guys. I wanted to go through a little bit of strategies, Chadwick, and how I know that you're new. We cover a lot of these in depth. I've done a quick draw on some of these so that you guys can understand a little bit of what we cover. And if I'm not around as much in the back, I do the due diligence to try and bring you guys all the information in terms of new coins, all this stuff, and I want you guys to interact in the back. So right now, guys, we're sitting well, and in terms of like day trading, guys, if you want like a prognostic on the market, guys, Bitcoin is doing well. I'm going to tell you that. Why? Because we have 3 levels. What are our 3 levels? Around 45, right? 45, 30, and 15. 15, are we going to get there? I don't think so. We'd all love to get there. Don't think we're heading there, guys, at all. But we do have that 30. Let's talk about it real quickly along the daily. The 30,000. Why is that such a key level? Because we would not break below it, okay? In terms of this mid-level, and for the new guys, I want to cover some of this because we covered it in depth. But guys, 30 was like rock solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits along 30. Just touching below it, just kissing below it here. But guys, just huge support at 30. So we have kind of multiple levels. We have the 45. We're in around the 45. We're at 43,500 right now. The level below to really compound down into, and I'd say aside from your Fibonacci's, you guys are working those Fibonacci's. You screenshot those Fibonacci's. You have them in the video yesterday morning. We just hit, and we did measure this out over 10%, etc. Guys, that's exciting, right? You're up. You're up from that golden pocket. Essentially, that golden pocket just treated everybody very, very well. But you're up. We measured that out in the beginning, about 10%. We're down just a touch now since we have re-begun. Not much. So in terms of this, guys, if you have any questions, ask them. I'm here, and we can go through. We've gone through some lines of support, I'd say some good strategy in terms of how to approach it and how to exit it. And I've tried to show you some basic formations, and just understand that the downward channel is something we've beat before. That's just the truth. So in terms of that, that's just what we're looking for. That's what I'm personally looking for right now, is this breakout of this moment right here. Zero hype, zero anything. This line right here is a key indicator for me, okay? So I want to let you guys know that. Just VIP to VIP deal. This right here is the real key focal kind of big money portion I think that people are going to charge into. So we're excited to hit the Fibonacci's, excited to carry up some positive price action. Let's watch this line and hit some trades. You guys can micro trade this and have a great time. Guys, this is London with the Crypto Kingdom Bitcoin Spike. Shout out again to all the new VIPs. We're very excited. Make sure you're plugged in. The link will be in the description. You guys go ahead and follow that link and respond to the first pinned tweet. Respond to the first pinned tweet on Twitter. We'll see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves, and we'll be in the back. I'll see you guys in a little bit. This is London with Crypto Kingdom.